Good morning, everybody. Another day, another set of results from Sunday Creek, and here we have something a little different. We're drilling at Christina, which is the most westerly end of our core drill area, and we've done something very exciting. We've extended the mineralized zone past the old mine and 200 meters further west into no man's land. Basically, the first ever drill holes going to the west. So we've got 5 drill holes that we're reporting here. We're drilling Christina from one drill pad, and there's a spider's leg of holes going into Christina around the old mine, but also extending furthest to the west, which is this side of my hand. Very, very good results. So we found 6 new high-grade vein sets that had never been found before in hole 148. Hole 148 was drilled as a hole down parallel to the rails of the ladder, if you like, just by the way nature in how we drilled it. It intersected the prospective corridor for 330 meters, 6 intervals above 20 grams up to 76 grams gold, and 12 instances of visible gold, which we do like seeing. So some of the highlights are a meter at 20, half a meter at 76, half a meter at 41. There were a set of other results around 140 hit a wider zone, 4.2 meters at 7.4 grams equivalent, which included 0.4% antimony. So some very good results, new veins extending the zone 200 meters. So a 15% increase in the strike length of Sunday Creek core zone. So this system just continues to get bigger, but importantly, with those high grades continuing. So what does this actually mean for the project? Well, it's building volume while demonstrating grade and scale, if you like. So the 3 criteria that we set ourselves, target volume, expansion, target grade, and demonstrate the scale of the project. So all these holes demonstrate those 3 criteria in spades. Some people ask me, they say, oh, well, it's only a meter, half a meter thick, and will that ever be mineable? Now, of course, this is way too early to put economic criteria with these exploration holes, the first ones we see to the west. But if we were to look at surrounding mines and the gram meter criteria that surrounding mines use, these widths and grades, it's just, the secret here is the high grade, absolutely fall into the gram meter metrics that would fit into the mineability factor in surrounding mines. So it's a little thinner than we've seen, but first holes, and we'll see what happens at depth and if we go further west. But some extremely high-grade results in the westernmost portion of the project. Now, importantly, these results are very similar to what we found at the very early stages of Rising Sun or Apollo, up to 1 or 1.5 kilometers further east. So we're rinsed and repeating and making the same discoveries. Now we understand the system to stand back at different orientations and infill drill beyond these wide-spaced holes, and also drill to depth. And of course, the system remains open to the west for about 1 kilometer or further, 1.5 kilometers. The system is open for 10 kilometres to the east. And of course, these systems don't stop at 1 kilometre depth where we've drilled Rising Sun to. The surrounding projects around us have drilled mineralisation down to 2 kilometres. So we'd expect mineralisation to go a lot deeper than what we've tested it to date also. So a lot of upside as we continue with our 5 rigs, 6 rig. We'll be just at site in days. And then, of course, remembering that we've got another 2 rigs that we're sourcing for later in March. So I'm in a little white box here, which is a little meeting room here at the Bank of Montreal conference in Miami. This is one of the world's best conferences to meet the key investors globally who come here. We're meeting Australian institutions, we're meeting US institutions, we're meeting European institutions, some shareholders, and hopefully we can demonstrate what a compelling story this is and bring more shareholders to the table. So we're here, Nick Mead and myself, Manager Corporate Development, for until Wednesday, so a few days, and then we go on to the PDAC and the Metal Investment Forum in Toronto over the next week after that. So lots of people to see. We're back to back as the Sunday Creek discovery has now got global recognition for its grade and its developing scale. We're not sitting on our hands here in Southern Cross Gold. We've got a number of key catalysts over the next quarter. Number one, an exploration target upgrade will come out in March to encompass all that wonderful drill success we saw through the last year. We've got an ongoing expansion of the regional area with the IP geophysics, the soils and mapping. So we're looking along that 12-kilometre trend. Bringing it back down to the narrow area, we're working with SRK Consulting on a monthly update internally. The SRK are the same team that do the resource work for Fosterville and Costerfield, so we've been able to bring that knowledge together. We've got stage 2 metallurgical results where we're looking to test larger samples and optimize after that first site of testing we did over the last year. We've got the 5 rigs moving to 8 rigs, as I've mentioned. And of course, we're working very closely with the state of Victoria, who came out with a critical metal strategy and limiting their permitting timeframes for mining down to 18 months. So it's now in our ballpark to collect all that environmental and baseline data and the engineering data to work with the state on progressing this project forward.